actually had a different menu for male and female students. Female students complain that the boys get chicken curry, we don't. The list goes on. So is this protection or is this just pure patriarchy? And why is this so deeply entrenched in our society? Today I'm speaking with Lalita Kumaramangalam, former Chief NCW. I have on the show with me Hena Hanan, General Secretary of the Students' Union of Kozhikode Medical College, and one of the petitioners. Furqan Kamar, former advisor, Education of the Planning Commission of India, is with me. Nayan Parekh, educationist, is also with me, and I'm also speaking with Karuna Nandi. Welcome to all of you, and thank you so much for speaking. Parekh, I want to understand this because I've given a lot of examples in various colleges and universities where the rules are different for boys and different for girls. Let me get Mr. Parekh on the screen, please. Why do you think that is happening?
I feel, Tamanna, that in a way all of us are responsible for that. And this is by and large an issue of the society. And let us look at it more logically. My daughter studies in the US. And I think we are always concerned about her safety. And I think all of us who have young family members are obviously concerned about them. In India and Kerala, we need to look at what kind of crimes are there against women as of now. And is there a gender equality there, which means that crimes against men and women, if they are more against women, we need to work at it and see that they come down. But up to the time that these come down and that we empower women, and we must do that, what is the intermediary action that we must take? And therefore, whoever is responsible for safety of those young women, do they have the necessary authority? And they must do it in a consultative manner, as the earlier speaker said, that they must evolve rules which are taking into consideration the current situation, which means that as of now, how women are vulnerable in these crimes, are they more or less? I was looking at some of the crime figures, and in Kerala, I found that compared to 2016, in 2021, crimes against women have gone up by 10%. And
Mr. Parekh, can I
think
ask
we
what's the point you're trying to
reduce
make?
that. We need to reduce
what's the
that,
point
but
you're
up
trying
to
to
the time
make?
they are increasing. We need to take that into consideration today. We don't want any situation for our young family members.
The problem
to
with that, just
it's also very
Mr.
unfair.
Parekh, just this point. No, your response to this point, that if the library is open till 11:30, just because I'm a male student, I get that extra time. I get that leg up. And you see how that plays through this woman's life, through that girl student's life. In the workplace, in her promotions, it just goes on and on.
Obviously, no. If the library is open up to 11:30, it is understood. But if library is also closed at 9:30, then it is closed for everybody. So I'm saying that there is no justification in keeping libraries open till 11:30 and women not allowed there. That, of course, nobody in logical mind would do that. So that is something which is not acceptable. But for whatever good that we want, are we ready to pay a small price? And if that is understood, and if it is like I would discuss with my daughter as to what would be a good time for her to come back, and it would not be imposed on her, but there would be a concern. And I would also look at what is the vulnerability of my daughter for a crime vis-a-vis somebody else. And I would need to therefore kind of, handle it in a manner which is delicate. And I would always want that she is capable, and I would always want that crimes against her are reduced. But at least whoever is responsible for the safety must be given responsibility, and authority must go hand in hand. And therefore, the person who is most responsible for that ward must be given that kind of authority as to how she must exercise it in a consultative manner.
The thing is, I'm going out on a limb here while I say this. That up on the screen, 1 minute. This is important. I want to bring Mr. Parekh up on the screen. He made the point that yes, the crime rate should be reduced, but until then, till we come to that situation, we have to take whatever steps we have to. Today, Mr. Parekh, Hina is saying, lock up the aggressors. Don't lock me up.
Tamanna, please understand that the aggressors are not defined. We don't know who would you lock up right now, and therefore I need to consider the safety of my own daughter or child. If I know the aggressor, that these are the aggressors, then I can always lock them up. If I don't have that choice, what is the next best that I can do?
I think you should
100%
get
sure
the
that all the
boys
people.
to be in curfew
Tamanna,
at
please let me
9:30.
complete. Tamanna, please
Let the
let me
boys
complete.
be under curfew after
Please,
9:30.
please
Everyone
comment
seems
here.
safe.
No. Please
Sounds-
let me complete what I'm saying, because you asked my opinion. That I am saying that up to the time if you can arrest the aggressor, please do that. If you can do it on suspicion, also do that. Up to the time, I think all of us here have a common thread that we are wanting safety for women. We also want them to have good life and all the liberty. Equally, like a man would have, women must have that. And that is, I think, a basic. Now, the path for that could be different. But that is where I think let us have an acceptance of accepting the views. As to, what are your views? My view could be different, but we all want the same thing. Safety and equality
No.
for all the people.
1 minute.
No,
And that is
How?
what
one
we are looking
minute.
at.
No,
Miss Kumar
no.